Now on 4 News Now at 6, a Stevens County deputy's in the hospital tonight following an early morning shooting. We'll break down what led up to the shootout and how neighbors are reacting.
And I'm tracking some isolated storms making their way through our area. I'll show you where they're headed in the first alert forecast.
And the community of Othello is mourning the loss of 3 teenage girls killed in a car crash over the weekend. Hear how friends and family are coping with the loss and the connection between the 19-year-old charged in the crash and one of the victims. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
First on 4 News Now, former Spokane mayor and longtime news anchor Nadine Woodward wants the city to pay her $10 million. Woodward says it's all for the fallout over a prayer service appearance back in 2023. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. Woodward filed an amended tort claim earlier this month. Here's video from the Let Us Worship event. Woodward appeared alongside controversial pastor Sean Fucht and former Washington legislator Matt Shea. Shea had been the subject of an investigation that determined he had engaged in domestic terrorism. During the event, Shea blessed Woodward and the two even hugged. Many criticized Woodward, who is also running for re-election, for those actions, including the Spokane City Council. Council members passed a resolution denouncing Woodward's actions.
And according to the claim, Woodward says the city and the council members violated her constitutional rights and caused irreparable damage to her professional and personal reputation. The claim also says the council's actions, quote, resulted in harassment by the media, estrangement from her social group, supporters and neighbors, and loss of business and professional opportunities and emotional well-being. Woodward wants the court to declare the resolution unconstitutional and direct that it be vacated and award her damages.
This is a developing story. We'll update you as we learn more right here on 4 News Now and on our website, KXLY.com. Well, tonight we have new details about what a Stevens County deputy who was shot while responding to a burglary this morning.
Yeah, the sheriff's office says the deputy is expected to make a full recovery and the suspect in the burglary is dead. Derek Strom has the latest.
Early this morning on Suncrest Drive in 9 Mile Falls, Stevens County Sheriff's deputies responded to a call about a burglary. Deputies say the caller was not at home at the time, but saw someone break in on their cameras. When deputies got to the scene, the sheriff's office says they exchanged gunshots with the suspect and one deputy was hit. Shortly after, neighbors started getting texts alerting them of the situation.
We ended up going back to bed and then woke up to more text messages coming through, and then that was around 6:30 and you could see lights coming through the bay windows, and then we're like, oh, this is kind of serious. It's kind of a little bit more than just a little something.
This stretch of North Suncrest Drive was blocked off for hours, and neighbors living along this road were even told to stay in their homes while WSP and the Stevens County Sheriff's Office continued to investigate this shooting.
It gives a little anxiety because it's not, I feel like there's a lot of us that live out here that have the idea of it shouldn't happen out here, right? We're far enough away from Spokane County and like the inner city that we think we're a little safer, we're a little more protected.
Stevens County Sheriff's deputies say they made contact with the suspect around 7:30 this morning, but he immediately stopped communicating. Law enforcement sent a drone inside the home and believed he was already dead. The sheriff's office says deputies went inside the home and found the suspect was injured, possibly from a self-inflicted gunshot, and he later died. Washington State Patrol says it will be in charge of investigating the shooting. The deputy who was shot was rushed into surgery, but late today was awake and alert and is expected to make a full recovery. In 9 Mile Falls, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Time is running out to cast your ballot in this month's special election. Families in the East Valley School District are once again being asked to approve a $200 million bond. Now, that money would be used to replace the East Valley High School and Middle School. Back in February, you may remember 54% of voters approved this measure, but it fell short of the 60% supermajority required to pass. District leaders have decided to put the same proposal back on the ballot without changes, pointing to urgent facility needs and a few other options.
The question isn't like if we're going to replace, it's when we're going to replace. The longer we wait, the more expensive it becomes.
The bond would add hundreds in property taxes for the average homeowner in the area, and some say it is too big of an ask.
Voters in 9 Mile Falls are being asked to approve a capital levy to fund major repairs at Lakeside High School. Students and staff say the school is in need of serious upgrades, with a leaking roof, a failing heating and cooling system, and a track with large cracks that can hurt runners. centers. District leaders say the state does not provide funding for these types of fixes. If the levy doesn't pass, officials say they may try again in November. Be sure to download the 4 News Now app and turn on push notifications to get the latest updates sent straight to your phone.
Let's take a live look over downtown Spokane, where we have seen lots of rain in the last hour, and you can kind of still see a few little drips coming on the camera lens there. But let's show you something we saw just 30 minutes ago. Okay, so this video from our parking lot, you can actually hear better when we're listening to the rain. How hard the rain was coming down, we were listening to it above us.
Yeah, indeed. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining us now. And as you were saying, it was really just centralized right over Spokane, right?
And this has been a very concentrated and isolated area of precipitation, but it is still raining. Let's take a live look over the Numerica Veterans Arena, the Spokane County Courthouse. You can tell that it's still coming down here at 4 News Now, not in the intensity as it was an hour ago, but it is still raining on our Doppler radar. This is over the past hour. We do have had a little bit of thunderstorm activity over the Selkirk, starting to drift in to the areas near Priest River, Sandpoint, as well as Newport. Let's zoom in on that area right now. This has been drifting to the southeast, so toward Laclede, and then eventually perhaps down around Coquilala. We're also seeing some precipitation right in Coeur d'Alene right now, where it was dry for a while, especially along the I-90 corridor. We're seeing some rain there and have run into some problems occasionally with some ponding on the roadways. Things are beginning to dry out in terms of the intensity of rain through Spokane, still coming down pretty hard around the Moran Prairie area, and we do have a flood advisory until 7:15 because of some of the heavier rain and ponding on the roadways, as well as some of the low-lying fields. National Weather Service reminding you to turn around, do not drown, do not drive through that standing water. Meanwhile, this evening we will be drying out and clearing out, partly cloudy skies, temperatures dropping into the 50s. Actually, we're already in the 50s, so staying in the 50s through 10 o'clock. That rain cooled things down pretty nicely. I will be back with your 7-day forecast. It's a warming trend for the ages. Kirsten.
That sounds right, Chris. Thank you. The Gonzaga Bulldogs just landed one of the best players in the transfer portal.
Masamba Diop is now a Zag. Sports Director Jack Wallace joins us in studio to talk about how big this center commit is for GU.
Well, big is pretty literal. Diop is a fierce competitor, defensive menace, and by far the best big man left around in the transfer portal. This saying, Zags got dudes, is well alive. Diop is one of the best freshman shot blockers in the country for the Arizona State Sun Devils, averaging over 2 per game, playing shy of 30 minutes per game, and he shot almost 60% from 2, over 30% from 3, and is a solid free throw shooter for his size. He's a perfect fit alongside Braden Huff at the 4, and he's a capable scorer to stretch the floor, but also a fantastic rim protector, a hole not truly filled at an elite level at Gonzaga since Chet Holmgren. Diop blocked 69 shots last season. The Zags blocked leader last year, tying Grant Foster. He swatted 38. The Senegalese 7-footer joins Isaiah Harwell as the only GU portal commits so far, but surely not the end. And next for the Zags is to fill in more depth on the wings, especially as they lost that entire unit in either the portal or graduation last year, minus returning Davis Fogel. Should be a fun offseason left to go. Derek, Kirsten, back to y'all.
Sure will be. Thanks so much, Jack. Hey, the governor of Washington and the state's attorney general are demanding access to the Immigration Detention Center in Tacoma.
They say the company that runs that facility is violating state law by denying inspectors access to investigate complaints of unhealthy conditions inside.
Detainees report that the food, and I'm quoting now, appears rotten, has been served on dirty trays, and contains bugs.
The governor says they've received thousands of complaints, including contaminated water, no access to clean clothes, and poor medical care. He also claims there are only 2 bathrooms to serve over 100 people. The attorney general says the private company that operates the facility, the GEO Group, has refused to let inspectors in, violating state law.
By refusing to let inspectors do their job, the GEO Group is violating the law. and sending the message that Washingtonians don't deserve to know what is going on in their facility.
Now, the state is now asking a judge to force the GEO Group to let inspectors inside the detention center. The governor says the GEO Group has denied all of these allegations, but says the best way to prove it is by letting the state in to investigate. All right, still ahead. College will cost more for Idaho students this fall after state officials approved tuition and fee increases.
We'll show you how much more you can expect to pay and why universities say it's needed. And a push to finish construction of the new White House ballroom in our nation's capital. We'll show you why the president says it is a matter of national security.
And some say a century-old bridge in Spokane is a disaster waiting to happen. We'll show you what the city is doing about the reports of cracking concrete and falling debris on the Sunset Bridge next on 4 News Now.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls ER and Hospital.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Max, go get the ball. Go get the ball, Max.
When you're ready for more space to play, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
See the USA in your Chevrolet.
The best way to see the USA starts in a Chevy SUV. With room for the whole family. Added peace of mind for every mile. And range to take you farther.
Get out there and see the USA, because right now, well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% financing for 60 months on all 2026 Equinox models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, voted the best ER in North Idaho. Open 24/7, Post Falls ER delivers premium emergency care with low wait times. From sports injuries to urgent ambulance arrivals with state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and a team ready for anything. They accept all commercial insurance, any network status from any state. Because every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, minutes away, hours faster.
When you visit the LC Valley, you'll do more than just get away. You'll relive the history of explorers who traveled through this region, and you might even make a splash of your own. See educational exhibits of Lewis and Clark and immerse yourself in an authentic cultural experience. Unwind and savor the flavor in the Northwest Discovery Destination. Your adventure awaits.
Big savings are happening now at Runge Furniture, proudly serving Coeur d'Alene since 1946. We're your trusted destination for style, comfort, and quality. Right now, find incredible deals on sofas and sectionals, cozy reclining furniture, quality bedroom sets, and modern dining room pieces. All on sale. See for yourself why we've been voted Coeur d'Alene's best furniture store for years. Shop local, shop price, shop selection. Shop Runge Furniture in Coeur d'Alene today.
Safety concerns are top of mind for some of the people living near the Sunset Bridge.
After more than 100 years of wear and tear, neighbors are worried about the bridge's structural integrity and are ready for some much-needed repairs to happen. Madeline Mullins is live by the bridge tonight. So, Madeline, what changes do neighbors want to see?
Some neighbors tell me that they want to see this historic bridge restored and things like broken railings or broken concrete to be fixed. But others tell me it might be time to rebuild the bridge entirely. Either way, neighbors say they want to see these safety changes be put into place. As you drive across the Sunset Bridge, you'll see signs of its aging, missing rails, closed sidewalks and lanes, and weight limits.
I will take alternate routes to not have to use the bridge. Not that I'm afraid it's going to collapse under me. I mean, it might, but I just don't trust the integrity of the bridge.
And you can also see the aging underneath the bridge.
I have noticed pieces of it falling to the ground underneath the bridge.
Neighbors are ready to see some changes, and the city of Spokane agrees. which is why a bridge rehabilitation project was launched and is slowly progressing.
We've seen some deterioration, obviously, with the walkway, and we've had to do some work there. So definitely been on the list, and so we're making some progress there.
In 2023, the city made the rehabilitation of the bridge a legislative priority. Since then, they've secured enough funding to begin the design process next year, with hopes to begin construction by 2029. All while continuing to monitor the safety of the current bridge.
We did go ahead and inspect it again in late 2025, and it has not deteriorated anymore since 2023. So, it's not getting worse than it did then, but those weight restrictions definitely helped.
Originally estimated to cost $65 million, the city says the new design will update that cost, and that's when they will move forward with securing funding. And in an effort to secure some of that funding, neighbors say they've been reaching out to local representatives, and the city says it never hurts to show your support. Live in Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Madeline, thank you. Right now, the Spokane Valley City Council is discussing the fate of a new ice rink. The proposed 65,000 square foot facility would be built next to Sullivan Park. It would also include a hotel and additional commercial space. Supporters, including the Spokane Junior Chiefs, say the region desperately needs more ice. The City Council has already taken one step forward, agreeing to consider a 99-year lease for the land. But not everyone is on board. Despite a local donor who says they will cover the $44 million price tag, some council members have concerns about the estimated $3 million cost to the city for infrastructure. They question whether it's a good use of taxpayer money. If approved, the goal is to have the ice rink open by June of 2027. We will have the result of tonight's vote on Nightside starting at 10 o'clock on Fox 28 and right here on ABC at 11.
Idaho students will pay more for college this fall after state officials approved tuition and fee hikes for all four-year schools. The State Board of Education signed off on increases of about 4.5%, meaning full-time in-state undergrad costs will go up by as much as $425 a year. Officials say the money will help cover rising costs, faculty needs, and student support services. To see how much it will now cost to attend the University of Idaho or Boise State, look for this story on KXLY.com. Chris, of a special interest to you.
That is right. I do have a freshman at Idaho. Better get straight A's, Gabby. Here's your weekend planner. We have got partly cloudy skies and 75 Saturday, mostly sunny on Bloomsday Sunday with a high of 78, would make it one of the top 5 warmest Bloomsdays on record, and it gets even hotter in the forecast. I'll tell you all about it next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Armed Forces Trades Day at the Hub, May 11th.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
It's Quality Stoves and Spa's anniversary celebration. Save thousands on the largest selection of hot tubs, cold plunge, and swim spas. All reduced. 12 months, 0% financing. Ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring post-fall showroom.
Ready for action? It's No Holds Barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 14th. The Marshall Tucker Band takes the highway to a special night full of classics. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, June 4th. Bringing undeniable soul, upbeat energy, and unbreakable heart to country. Drake White, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 2nd. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com to buy your tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
For 70 years, our members have been the center of Canopy Credit Union's story. Canopy is a place where everyone belongs, no matter where you started or where you're headed. Our team is here with the tools and personalized guidance for your unique path. Membership with Canopy means more than financial management. Your money makes a difference. Our certified financial coaches uplift businesses and individuals across Stevens, Spokane, and Pend Oreille counties, creating more opportunities for more people. This season of growth starts with you. Become a member today. Canopy Credit Union. Here, you grow.
Washington workers, you can get a refund of up to $1,330 back on taxes paid last year. See if you qualify and learn how to apply at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
GMA Thursday. For the first time, go where cameras have never gone before. To the very top of the world's tallest church, the Sagrada Familia in Spain. Michael Strahan takes you there, live from Barcelona. The breathtaking event happens Thursday morning only on...
I would just like to report from the soccer field that practice has been canceled.
Oh, yeah.
On the South Hill.
Not great.
That is a good idea.
I have a teenager that was out on the golf course. I don't know if he was getting hit down in Latah Creek, but
well, there was no lightning. That's the good news. So at least he was safe there. I have a husband who wants to know when he can ride his motorcycle home. So we've all got a vested interest in this rain coming to an end, and I'm sure you do too. Every raindrop is significant. Our current conditions right now, the view over downtown Spokane is a little iffy. 56. We've dropped significantly because of that rain in Spokane. 61 in Coeur d'Alene. It looks fairly dry over the Veterans Memorial Bridge. However, I know it is raining just a little bit to the west of where this camera is. A little bit of a broader view on the precipitation over the past hour. We've seen some thunderstorm activity over the higher terrain to the west of Sandpoint, up in the Selkirk Mountains. That precipitation is starting to work its way down into the Sandpoint area around Laclede and Dover. Here's a closer look on that precipitation that is moving to the south and east and will be approaching portions of Lake Pend Oreille later this evening. Further to the south, that rain in Coeur d'Alene has decreased in intensity and has moved to the east. Should be raining on that bridge by now. And then in Spokane, it is still raining, but the intensity has increased dramatically. It's just light precipitation now, primarily from I-90 down through Moran Prairie. And there is Qualshan, Derek, so it looks like it should be dry. He probably did get rained on, though. 4 things to know about your weather. Mostly sunny skies Wednesday and Thursday. Mountain showers still a possibility tomorrow. It is going to be warm, underlined, and sunny for Bloomsday. The first 80s of the season on the way for next week. Tomorrow we'll start off with partly cloudy skies and warm temperatures. We're going to be in the 60s by noon, on our way to a high of 66, about 5 degrees above average. And around the Spokane area, 69 in Meade, 68 in downtown. We'll be in the mid-60s throughout North Idaho, 66 in Bonners Ferry, 64 in Sandpoint, and lots of 70s on the map. More 70s on the way, including in Spokane starting Thursday, continuing through Bloomsday Sunday, 78, and then looky here, 81 Monday and Tuesday. And the 8 to 14-day forecast, the 6th through the 12th, we're in this darker red color indicating a strong signal of above average temperatures. Last year in May, we had 4 80-degree days or higher. We average 4 in May. Our record 15 back in 1924. I got 2 in the forecast, and with that 8 to 14, there might be more. Below average precipitation in that 8 to 14-day forecast. So good thing we're getting some rain right now, because I don't see any in the 7-day forecast. A lot of sunshine, and for gardeners, good news. Warm overnight lows in the 40s and lower 50s. Kirsten?
Looking good. Thank you, Chris. Still ahead, the Spokane City Council is considering a new plan to help preserve mature trees on private property. How the proposal would work and why city leaders say it could benefit both housing and the environment.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
U.S.
asked, and we listened. R&R RV is now open 7 days a week. Now through September. The R&R RV sales, service, and parts departments are here for you every single day. Need a service appointment, missing a part, or maybe it's time to upgrade to that dream motorhome. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. R&R RV is open 7 days a week. Sales, service, and parts now open Sundays. R&R RV, family owned and customer driven. Division in Francis and North Spokane, or look for the open sign in Liberty Lake.
Our clients come to Dynamic Decks for the best. My father started this business in 1999.
I've been working with Dynamic Decks for 15 years, supplying them with all of their TimberTech and outdoor living products.
We can always trust PAR to have the highest quality products. They deliver it on time, every time.
As a family-owned business, we know the importance of showing up.
Dynamic Decks is a PAR customer for life.
For a limited time only, get 20% off railing and lighting with the purchase of any TimberTech or Trax decking. Visit par.com/decking for more details.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
Welcome to Parker Toyota.
There's a difference between selling cars and taking care of people.
At Parker Toyota, we believe how you're treated matters.
We're people who take the time to do things the right way.
Because comfort shouldn't be an upgrade.
This is how getting a car should feel. Visit us at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Depression and anxiety can feel like a heavy, suffocating weight pulling you down. But there is hope. Neurostim TMS can help you regain your life. No medications, no drug-related side effects, just a proven solution covered by insurance. Our FDA-approved, non-invasive transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy targets the source of your symptoms. Neurostim works when medications fail and is the Northwest's leader in TMS, with over 250,000 successful treatments delivered. There is hope. Call today for a free consultation.
In news around the nation, the man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump Saturday night is now in jail. The president is now using the attack to show why construction of the new White House ballroom needs to be completed as soon as possible, saying it's a matter of national security.
ABC's Olivia Rubin shares steps being taken to fast-track the project and the arguments against it.
2 days after the shocking attack at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, the Trump administration demanding they be allowed to continue building the president's $400 million ballroom.
The line of secession in this country should be able to gather freely in safety without the fear of threats or political violence, and the White House ballroom will provide that, and so it's critical that we get this project done as quickly as possible.
President Trump tore down the historic White House East Wing to make way for the sprawling facility that will accommodate 999 people with a military hub below it.
It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass.
But the project facing legal hurdles, a lawsuit claiming the White House violated the law by moving forward without congressional approval. Now, the Justice Department asking a judge to dismiss an injunction in the case. In a filing that reads like a social media post directly from President Trump, DOJ saying the plaintiffs, quote, suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. And on Capitol Hill, Republicans are now proposing 2 bills to move the ballroom along. One would provide $400 million in taxpayer funding. The other would allow for the construction to move forward with private funding.
Well, I've been up here for a while now. I've never felt the sense of threat that exists today. There's so much out there. There's so many disturbed people that are just one click away from feeling like they've got to fix America by killing somebody.
Trump has said the ballroom would be privately funded, and both bills are likely to face trouble moving forward. They would need 60 votes to pass, and it seems unlikely that Democrats would join in. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, Washington.
A new Spokane proposal could reward property owners for keeping mature trees.
Coming up, we'll show you what the plan could mean for homeowners and developers. And the Othello community is mourning the loss of 3 teenage girls killed in a crash this weekend. How friends and family are remembering them and the message they want to share. That's next on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Custom seating. Endless possibilities. Made to fit your space and your style. Go wild. Show your personality. 30% off all Lee custom seating at the Tin Roof.
Every baby deserves a healthy start. Here in our community, Maddie's Place provides specialized care in a safe and nurturing environment for substance-exposed infants and the families who love them.
The youngest victims of the opioid crisis are often overlooked. Since opening, Maddie's Place has cared for 170 infants, providing comfort, healing, and hope for babies and their families.
New America is proud to support Maddie's Place because healthy communities start with healthy beginnings. This is how New America cares for kids.
You hear it every summer. That old AC struggling to keep up. Maybe it's loud, maybe it barely cools, but it's still hanging on. This April, Bill's Heating and AC wants to reward one homeowner for holding on the longest. We're giving away a brand new high-efficiency system to the home with the oldest running AC. No purchase necessary. Just schedule a free estimate so we can confirm your system. Entries end April 30th. Winner announced May 1st, before the heat hits. Bill's Heating and AC. Your comfort upgrade could be free.
Post Falls ER and Hospital. Voted the best ER in North Idaho. Accepting all commercial insurance, any network status from any state. Post Falls ER and Hospital. Minutes away, hours faster.
So what do you think?
Oh my gosh, I love her. I think I might call her Lexi.
I know you loved her, but it's time to say goodbye.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
Custom seating. Endless possibilities. Made to fit your space and your style. Go wild. Show your personality. 30% off all Lee custom seating at the Tin Roof.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
The 3 15-year-old girls from Othello who were killed in a car crash early Sunday afternoon have been identified. Yaritzi Flores Romero, Melissa Romero Espinosa, and Iris Ramos Cruz all went to Othello High School. It's now been 2 days since the Othello community found out about the tragic passing of the 3 young girls.
And now some close friends and family are speaking about their loss. Angela Hara takes us to Othello where the crash happened and the message friends and family of the girls want to spread.
This is the exact spot where Yaritzi, Melissa, and Iris crashed on Sunday afternoon. Today, the family of one of those girls came on site and started praying. I spoke with them and they told me that this experience feels like a nightmare that they're waiting to wake up from.
Yaritzi's family tells me their little girl had just celebrated her quinceañera, or Sweet 15 party. Today, the grandmother visited the site, praying with candles in her hand. She covers the flame, making sure it doesn't go out. The 3 girls were driving down Bench Road, roughly a mile away from the Adams County Fairgrounds in a pickup truck, when a white Mercedes crashed into them. Adams County Sheriff deputies responded, and when they arrived, they found all 3 girls ejected from the vehicle. The truck was recovered from this irrigation canal, and the 3 teens were pronounced dead at the scene. Deputies say the driver of the white Mercedes fled the scene. Later that day, 19-year-old Prisciliano Perez Pineda was arrested on 3 counts of vehicular homicide. He's being held behind bars on a $1 million bond. Today at the Othello High School, where the girls went, students and staff are still shaken up from the news. Although only a freshman, Yaritzi was varsity wrestler. We spoke with her assistant coaches who found out Sunday.
She was really kind. And she was always respectful, pretty quiet, but she just liked to wrestle. She'd lace up her shoes, and she was one of the hardest workers in the wrestling room.
It's just pretty much a blur the whole afternoon, and probably till today, it just feels like it's not real.
A friend of another victim, Iris, said she had dreams of becoming a nail technician and would practice on clients on her free. A community reeling from this loss, now planning 3 funerals in the weeks ahead. In Othello, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
Such a tragic story.
No doubt. All right, we're going to flip to weather now and send things over to Chris Crocker, who is tracking if there might be more rain ahead of us, or is it all gone, Chris?
Well, it is beginning to taper off as we take a broader view on our satellite and radar. The very isolated areas where we saw that precipitation, we're seeing that sort of taper off. We've had a few cloud-to-ground lightning strikes over the Selkirk Mountains as we head east of Sandpoint. We still have some heavier rain there north of Newport and Priest River. This precipitation is moving slowly to the south and east, maybe beginning to move toward the Coquilala area and other portions of the central Pend Oreille, Lake Pend Oreille area. Right around Spokane, things have tapered off significantly. It is not dry, but we are seeing much lighter precipitation, really just a few sprinkles around the region right now. And once those showers come to an end, we will be dry for a little while. Our forecast radar for Wednesday, starting off at 6:30 in the morning with partly cloudy skies, will be into mostly sunny conditions in the afternoon. But then we do see that convection popping up over the higher terrain again. For the most part, looks like it's staying in the mountains, but occasionally those isolated showers do work their way down into town like they did today. Wednesday, partly to mostly sunny. Our warming trend continues, heading up to a high of 66 with light winds, and it gets a lot warmer in the 7-day forecast. I'll be back with that in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. The Spokane City Council is looking into an ordinance that would incentivize property owners to keep mature trees in their yards.
It's a move members of the council say will not only maintain natural beauty, but help the environment as well. 4 News Now reporter Daniel Purcell has the details.
Tall, mature evergreen trees help shape the Spokane skyline. They can also help homeowners save money by reducing cooling costs, improving air quality, and mitigating the amount of stormwater. It's why some city council members want to keep as many of them as possible upright. To help, they want to incentivize homeowners or even developers.
We do have a housing crisis. We are going to need to be building more housing. But at the same time, constituents have some concerns about what does that mean for the beloved trees in our neighborhood. And so this ordinance really tries to strike a balance.
Councilmember Kate Tellis is supporting a potential ordinance that would incentivize property owners to keep their heritage trees in place. In turn, they could get things like a credit on utility bills. But of course, exceptions would be made if trees need to be cut down for safety reasons.
It tries to incentivize replanting trees when trees have to be taken out due to development, and do our best to explain that heritage trees and old growth trees are part of why we love Spokane, and as much as possible, we want to keep them if we can.
Councilmember Tellis expects some pushback on the ordinance from prospective developers, but she says that in the long run, the benefits will outweigh the disadvantages.
The truth is that if we can have and preserve some of those old growth trees in new development areas, that's only going to add benefit to the people who eventually will occupy those areas. No one wants to move into a residence with no trees if they could have a substantial mature tree to provide shade and charm.
While no vote is imminent on the ordinance, it's expected to come before council sometime this summer. Reporting in Spokane, Daniel Purcell, 4 News Now.
The Spokane County Board of Commissioners are recognizing May as Behavioral Health Awareness Month.
And whereas in 2024, more than 16% of Spokane County residents reported experiencing 14 or more days of poor mental health.
Today's speakers from the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI Spokane, the Director for Mental Health Services for Spokane Public Schools, and Maddie's Place thanked the county for its investment in mental health services. Next month, you'll see several landmarks in Spokane lit up in green and pop-up events for families to gather and learn more about the resources for therapy and support groups.
I'm going to say right off the bat, I don't like this next story we're going to talk about. The NCAA tournament looks like it's on its way to expanding.
8 more schools could be dancing every year, Jack.
We'll find out what this means for the college basketball landscape up next. Plus, how Eastern Washington's last week of spring football practices rounds out in Cheney. Catch it all after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Spend this spring with Live.
Only on KXLY ABC4. This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
When you're ready for more peace and quiet, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union, money where it matters.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Just announced. Get over $9,000 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco executive members can get an additional $12.50 members-only incentive.
Do you hear that? Something's calling. A call to climb your own mountain, no matter how it might look. A call to let doubt eat our dust. Express ourselves. And leave it all on the court. A call to community. Helping you find your healthier you. Health is calling. And Multicare is here to help you answer.
What if you could experience the life of Jesus exactly as it is written? Spokane Dream Center presents Behold Jesus, a word-for-word dramatization of the Gospel of John. Witness the miracles and the story of Christ, brought to you in a way you'll never forget. Encounter a message of hope and a reminder of God's love for you. This free event welcomes everyone. Join us at the First Interstate Center for the Arts on May 2nd at 2 p.m. Bring a friend and come behold Jesus.
Security concerns across the USA after the White House correspondent shooting, King Charles, the World Cup, the 250th anniversary of America. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
We're here to ask for your help. Emmy's father might be connected to organized crime.
It's not just your fight. We're all in it.
This only ends one way.
Call 911.
R.J. Dicker's season finale tonight on ABC.
Eastern Washington football wraps up spring ball practice this week. One final stretch until Friday's red-white game. Eastern built spring practice around refining and growing the whole team unit. The first time the new 2026 roster gets a bit of a sense of itself after the conclusion of the 2025 campaign. Now, one of those players is 7th-year veteran safety Mikel Broussard, recovering from a season-ending injury 1 game into the 2025 season, and he's grateful for another opportunity in a unique time of the football calendar.
Look, my family and who I am as a Broussard, we're not quitters. You know, a lot of people who get hurt or, you know, they can say, oh, he has 7, 8 years, whatever. They can say whatever they want, but I have more to give. I have way more to give, and I can't go out without putting my full foot through the door, and I'm going to do my best to do that.
Eastern concludes spring ball with, again, that annual red-white spring game this Friday that kicks off at 5 p.m. at Roos Field. The NCAA sits in the final stages of officially expanding both the men's and women's basketball tournaments to 76 teams. The expansion is on track to happen for next season's tournaments, and it includes an overhaul of Dayton, Ohio's first 4 to now include 12 games played by 24 teams at 2 sites, one still likely to be Dayton. Power Conference made all the pushes to expand, some like the Big Ten swelling to 18 teams, and they want more representation in the Big Dance. The traditional 64-team bracket would remain intact, select, but now more traditional at-larges will play into the main bracket all before. And the top-ranked player in the class of 2026 has a new home. Tyron Stokes makes it official. He's off to the Kansas Jayhawks. Stokes, a Louisville native, plays high school football right here in Washington, earning a McDonald's All-American nod at Rainier Beach. The consensus 5 stars, a 99 rating on 247 Sports Recruiting. That matches current NBA star Jaden McDaniels and just 1 point behind former #1 overall pick Markelle Fultz. Zags got dudes, and the newest is a big one, literally. Massamba Diop, a 7'1" Senegal-born center, is as dominant as versatile defender and shooter, and he's the newest Gonzaga commit for the 2026-27 season. He's a great fit along forward Braden Huff, helping to space the floor and protect the rim, a true stalwart defensive center. The move boosted Gonzaga front court that lost Graham Ike to graduation and Ismaila Diani to the portal and welcomes Parker Jefferson off redshirt season. Diop joins former Houston guard Isaiah Harwell as the only Zag portal commit so far. So this was a big one. We waited a long time for this. He chose Gonzaga over St. John's, just visited the last two, and visited St. John's second. And, you know, you never want to be the first team when there's 2 teams competing to visit because the last one leaves the impression. So big get.
Saw him in person at the Maui Invitational. Can confirm he is a massive human being.
7'1".
Yeah.
Don't call him dude for nothing. Chris.
Oh my goodness. Well, our high temperature today, only 1 degree above average, thanks to the rain that cooled things down and stopped our temperature from climbing any higher. 61 is our average high. And we started the day off at 40, which is exactly average. Sunset almost 8 o'clock. It is going to get a lot warmer in the 7-day forecast. I'll tell you all about it next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's time to spring into savings and spring into a new 26 Sierra 1500 Elevation. Lease today for just $199 a month and ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
When you visit the LC Valley, you'll do more than just get away. You'll relive the history of explorers who traveled through this region, and you might even make a splash of your own. See educational exhibits of Lewis and Clark and immerse yourself in an authentic cultural experience. Unwind and savor the flavor in the Northwest Discovery Destination. Your adventure awaits.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get this low mileage lease on this Sierra Elevation for around $329 per month.
See your local GMC dealer.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s.
A special thanks to all of you who contributed to our Coats for Kids Closet Cleanout.
SDCU is a proud partner with 4 News Now and Coats for Kids, and we look forward to seeing you this fall.
It's time to spring into savings and spring into a new 26 Sierra 2500 HD Denali up to $11,000 off or 4.9% APR, and ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Well, right now, Mark Peterson and the 4 News Now Extreme team are tackling some much-needed upgrades at Camp Dartlow in Meade.
The year-round camp offers kids a chance to go beyond the classroom and learn new skills alongside their friends outdoors. Let's check in with Mark to see what still needs to get done before Thursday's big reveal.
The Takeuchi Mini Excavator. It is something that I can run.
but it's something Lance Pounder can run like it's attached to him. And he has been helping to clear out a lot of the old wood debris, putting into the Cannon Hill Blue Box, which it will then be recycled. But what we're trying to do is really get some of the old growth out of here. The greenhouse, we've got cross ventilation, we put a new window in it, and it is going to be able to have the kids in there even when the sun is out. They'll be able to cool down. A lot of other things have been going on here today. It's been a little crazy, but I got to tell you, the kids, there's 120 kids here. 1 minute they're all gathered for lunch, and then the next minute they're off in their own pods, and they're doing some amazing work and learning, and they have homework, by the way.
So when people hear about our school, they're usually shocked. And it's a safe place for a lot of different students that need a change from the traditional classroom. And so also then our just connections that we've made in science and social studies to the community has made a big difference in how students learn.
But one of the things they've been working on collectively is the Memorial Garden. When we got here, overgrown, lots of weeds, some of them noxious. All those were identified, pulled, and now it's being brought back to life. So for this spring, summer, and into next year, that Memorial Garden is truly going to represent some beautiful memories. It's going to look great. All right, so we continue to do the work for Meade Outdoor School and a bump for Campfire as we do this Extreme Team project. We still have lots on our list to do, and we'll be tackling those as we go on in the week for the reveal on Thursday. For the 4 News Now Extreme Team, I'm Mark Peterson.
Well, at least it wasn't raining on him when they were working on all that.
That's right, or at least not during that time. I don't know how long they were sticking around.
No, it showed up right before 5 and now is pretty well wrapped up in Spokane. Let's take a look at our Skycam over the Numerica Veterans Arena, the Spokane County Courthouse. It is currently not raining right here at 500 West Boone Avenue. A little bit of clearing even off to the west, and we will continue to see that clearing through the evening after some vigorous precipitation. It's raining the most pronounced from Newport up through Sandpoint, down through Spirit Lake, and even around the Athol area, a little bit of light precipitation. This is not moving very quickly, and I have not picked up any cloud-to-ground lightning strikes since it moved out of the higher terrain, so I think we're done with that. Meanwhile, right around Spokane, here's downtown Spokane, where we are right now. Just a sprinkle or two here and there. Otherwise, we are drying out nicely. 4 things to know about your weather. Tomorrow and Thursday, mostly sunny skies. Still the possibility of some mountain showers Wednesday afternoon. Warm and sunny for Bloomsday. That forecast is still holding, and the first 80-degree temperatures of the season are on the way for next week. High temperatures tomorrow in the 60s through the Spokane area, really mid to upper 60s, almost 70 in Meade, 68 in downtown Spokane, as well as Suncrest. A lot of 70s tomorrow. There will be 80s, but 70s tomorrow from Omak down through Moses Lake, down through Lewiston, 66 in Bonners Ferry, 64 tomorrow in Moscow and Pullman. We'll be in the 70s in Spokane Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and there's that Bloomsday Sunday, 78 degrees. I will tell you, if you're one to look at computer models, the ensemble models leaning very strongly toward the upper 70s. The European models are throwing out 80s for Bloomsday. 81 is the record warmest Bloomsday. We did that on 2 different occasions. The first time was the first Bloomsday ever 50 years ago, and they ran the race in the afternoon. That would be miserable. It's going to be warm on Bloomsday regardless. So hydrate extra as leading up into the race, and you will not need to wear your sweats, that's for sure. Our high temperature map calendar for April. The warmest we've been this season, 77 degrees. That was on Monday the 20th. So we will be looking at the warmest weather of the season in our forecast, starting on Sunday with 78 degrees and then 81 Monday and Tuesday. And again, do not be surprised if you see this number increase. I don't think it's going to decrease based on everything that I am seeing. So prepare, Derek. Warm Bloomsday.
Yeah, like you said, hydrate plenty. Well, about 90 local veterans are in the nation's capital today visiting the memorials and monuments built to honor their service. The trip is made possible by Inland Northwest Honor Flight, an organization that flies veterans to Washington, D.C. for free. This morning, local heroes arrived at the Spokane airport shortly after 5 o'clock and gathered for a pre-departure ceremony at 6:30. For many, the trip is an emotional one.
I'm going to get to meet and talk with people that in many respects have shared my experiences, but I've never been able to do that much. So I'm looking forward to that.
Other people have told me how great an experience it is, and helps to heal some wounds, they say.
Randy Behrens is making the journey with his 3 brothers and his son. Glenn Knight served as a medic during the Vietnam War, helping wounded troops get to safety. Both men say they've seen some of these sites before, but experiencing them with fellow veterans makes it a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Everyone is invited to welcome them home tomorrow night at 7:30 by the main terminal ticketing area.
And we thank them for their service. Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
The Marshall Tucker Band. Now they take the highway to a special night full of classics. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, June 4th.
Winning is just the beginning.
Your day doesn't happen in one place. With P1 FCU, your banking goes wherever you go. Because your credit union should be there when you need it. Whether it's the branch right down the street or the one right in your pocket. Lock or unlock your card. Stay in control. P1 FCU, better banking right where you are. Learn more at p1fcu.org.
You hear it every summer. That old AC struggling to keep up. Maybe it's loud, maybe it barely cools, but it's still hanging on. This April, Bill's Heating and AC wants to reward one homeowner for holding on the longest. We're giving away a brand new high-efficiency system to the home with the oldest running AC. No purchase necessary. Just schedule a free estimate so we can confirm your system. Entries end April 30th. Winner announced May 1st, before the heat hits. Bill's Heating and AC. Your comfort upgrade could be free.
The U.S. figure skating team is coming home with gold. And you have one chance to see them live. Stiefel Stars on Ice 2026 Tour. Olympic champion Alyssa Liu with Olympic team gold medalists Elia Malinen, Chalken Bates, Amber Glenn, Cameron O'Shea, plus Isabola Vito, Jason Brown, and more. May 21st at Numerica Veterans Arena. Get your tickets at starsonice.com.
Some mornings, I get a little extra help. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
At Fred's Appliance, all Bosch appliances are on sale. Save up to $300 on select Bosch dishwashers. Swing by Fred's Appliance today. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Just how much cash did Coeur d'Alene Casino pay out last year? If you guessed over 90 million, jackpot. That's over 90 million reasons to try your luck this year at Coeur d'Alene Casino, where winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, it's a special election night in Spokane County. Voters are deciding on 2 measures that will affect local schools. We'll bring you the live results. And in Spokane Valley, the City Council is voting on a $44 million proposal to open a new ice rink. We'll tell you what the council decided tonight on Nightside starting at 11.
And here's another look at your 7-day forecast. A lot of blue sky on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday we'll wake up with a few clouds, partly sunny skies, and then skies will clear. 66, about 5 degrees above average, and then it just keeps getting warmer into the lower 80s Monday and Tuesday. It's not that early for 80s, but it's early.
Yeah.
Gonna feel nice,
I think so, yeah. And it's good that you pointed out the flowers. If you have your flowers in your garage, things are
Bring them on out.
Yep.
better.
There you go.